All right, what's going on, big dogs? SG Leo here. In today's video, we're going to be going over the New World Update 1.6.6. It was just released this morning, Central Time at 1 a.m., so let's dig into it. All right, guys, so before we get started, if you could do me a huge favor, go ahead and subscribe and turn on notification bell so you know when I upload, and don't forget to go follow me over on my socials to keep up to date when videos are uploaded, when I'm going live, and things as such. So here we go. So New World Update 1.16 was, as I said, just released this morning at about 1 a.m. Central Standard Time in the US. So they already had the downtime, which is fine, and then it's a pretty small patch, but it's actually pretty large at the same time. A lot of these fixes are, like I said in my previous video about how New World is kind of on thin ice. These are a lot of these fixes that are going to keep people in the game. So it's a lot of bug fixes, but they're really useful. So they have a speculative fix for rare cases when a player character dies, but isn't presented with a respawn screen. So again, nothing major. It's hard to respawn with this way. You kind of, from what I remember, you would have to exit out, like you'd have to go back to the main menu, basically, which was annoying, obviously, especially when the servers are at full pop, and you're going to have to now get in a wait line to get back and play, so that can be a quit moment for people, so it's a solid fix. They fixed an issue with the game mode scoreboards not displaying for players who join an in-progress war or invasion, which is understandable. You know, you do want to know the score, knowing what you're supposed to do, especially in wars and invasions, is extremely helpful, so solid fix. Fixed an issue that caused erroneous invite messages for players who signed up for a war or invasion at the same time a server crash occurred. So although this one is a rare one, because server crashes have honestly become pretty minuscule with the game, which is really good. They've really put a hampering on that and really stopped it from happening, which is good. It's nice to see that they're still being aware of it. Expedition-wise, they fixed an issue that could prevent Nereid's encounter from starting in the Barnacles and Black Powder expedition, which is obviously not good. People want to do their content. Like I said, this is a pretty basic, just, fixing little issues because they are about to release their big, first expansion, their Brimstone Sand expansion. So they're really just trying to make sure that the game is in its most polished state before this massive first expansion comes out. So I do like this patch a lot, and we'll finish reading the rest of it here. Economy and progression. They fixed an unintended cube from appearing when next to the Celestial Rabbit house pet. So basically, it was just kind of like a visual bug. It was just like a cube, literally what it says. Fixed an issue that prevented players from interacting with one side of a bed housing item. Okay, fair enough. This one I actually like. The stained glass housing items will now properly display colors. So basically, you would put stained glass in your house, and it wouldn't be stained glass. I can't remember if this was players' side or if it was other players. So I'm pretty sure the way this one worked was you would see the colored glass that you put down, but other players would not. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Correct me if I'm wrong down below, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So it's just a visual bug. Whatever, easy fix. World Experience fixed an issue that caused event lore notes associated with the summer villages to linger on in the world after the seasonal event ended. So basically, there was a seasonal event, and a bunch of these notes and lore notes were still spread throughout the world, and people were still able to pick them up. I don't believe they actually still got XP for them, but they just were still there. Like, you could still go and read them, which obviously they're not supposed to be there. So just a quick fix. Fix an issue that prevented the Medley Fair fishing pole rewards from functioning after the seasonal event. So basically, if you got this pole, you could be not getting your rewards. So like after the event ended. So basically, the bug was you would use this fishing pole to try and get your rewards for using the fishing pole, and then you just wouldn't get them because the event ended, even though it was supposed to continue on after the fact. So good fix there. Fixed an issue where new characters would sometimes be horrendously placed into a standby queue, even if there was ample capacity in the world to accommodate them. So I actually ran across this one, and this one is a big quit moment for a lot of people. So this one is actually probably the biggest one of the patch. A lot of these other ones are pretty basic, like whatever patches. So this one is actually probably the biggest one because I have seen a lot of people have to deal with this. I know of a lot of people who had to deal with this. I dealt with this when I just created my newest character, and it was super freaking annoying. Basically, the population for the server that I joined was low. Like it was in the low settings. It was the only world I could join that wasn't in like a 300 queue wait because everyone's been coming back to the game now. So it was kind of crazy, and I couldn't get in the game. It just kept saying that I wouldn't be able to join the game. I was in a queue, and I'm like, how am I in a queue? It's a low pop. And you have to, the way I fixed it anyways, was I had to continuously just restart my game. And it took me like an hour, honestly, before I was able to get into game. So yeah, it was super annoying. So I'm really glad they fixed this because I actually heard this one was actually happening a lot. So that's really good to see. Fixed an animation issue when interacting with the bed housing item. We already kind of went over that. Fixed an issue that caused fast travel to occasionally fail. That happened to me quite a bit as well. This one was also another one that was pretty freaking annoying because it's especially annoying when you're like 2 kilometers away from, doing your next quest and you can't fast travel near it because it would just fail. And my like run in with it was that once it failed, it like continued to fail. I don't know if that was the same thing for you guys or not, but once I got this bug in game, I had to exit the server and then relog in, or I just couldn't fast travel anymore. I know some people were like, oh, you just have to re-fast travel, but for me anyways, I just couldn't do it anymore. So I don't know, maybe that's fixed as well, hopefully. But hopefully as long as they fixed it from failing at all, it shouldn't fail forever. So, and then they fixed the rare server crash again. That hasn't been really a major issue for them. They've definitely patched this up and over for the most part. I haven't had any server crashes in a long time, so maybe on the more populated servers, but my server that I'm on isn't ridiculously populated. It does get into the high pop for a good chunk of the day, but it definitely sits in the mid to low after about 9-10 p.m. once everybody starts getting off for the day. But yeah, and then I also wanted to go over their new Twitch drop that is coming out today, just because I feel like a lot of people don't ever come and check this out, and I like to announce when the Twitch drops come out because this one actually looks pretty cool. So, claim the Death's Beckoning apparel skin Twitch drop to don the robes of the Spectre of the Grave. This drop will arrive for Twitch viewers on September 22nd at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. UTC time. Tune in to your favorite New World content creator with drops enabled before October 12th to obtain yours. So basically this one is a drop. They're kind of, using this to kind of hype up the new event. And so, like I said in my previous video, obviously Amazon right here, they own New World. And so they're doing a lot of promotion for their next, for Brimstone Sands, obviously. And so I kind of figured they were going to do a drop. And of course, yeah, they're doing a drop. And it actually looks really cool. I was a little like hesitant. At least it actually turned out good. I was kind of worried they were going to do some like, because I know Brimstone Sands is like more of an Egyptian style, sandy update. So I was kind of worried they were going to do something kind of stereotypical, like I can't even remember what they're called, but they have like the wrap on their head and then the big robes. I was kind of thinking they were going to go with that because it seems like every game has done that. Lost Ark did that. ESO even has a skin like that, I'm pretty sure. So I was pretty sure that's what it was going to be, but this one is actually a decent surprise. I really like the face mask. I think the outfit itself, like the chest piece, is probably the coolest part of it. So yeah, I'll definitely be excited to pick this one up. But anyways, guys, that is all I got for you today. If you did enjoy, remember to please leave a like. Comment down below what you'd like to see next on New World, what guides, if you'd like to see guides. Anything like that, let me know down below what you thought. Positive, negative, it's all great to just hear you guys' feedback. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body in Harvard above me.